Chicago is one of the most impactful metropolitan cities in the world, from our culture to our music to our fashion. And in season 5, we're gonna dive in and talk to some of the black business owners that make our city move and shake. So we can open this up with episode 1, which is the mayor of Chicago radio, bro. And this guy has been around for such a long time, and like I always say, if it wasn't for my next guest, some of y'all music might not see the day. So, y'all see where we at. Y'all already know why I'm here. Let's do it.
Big dog.
Yes, sir.
What up, family?
How you feeling?
Man, blessed.
Yeah,
Appreciate y'all.
She talk to me like I'm the master. She doing coke right out the plastic. Ain't offer it, but she was asking. So white that it look like a napkin. Some of my homies throw C's, a couple of B's, the 5 and some of them G's. I got what you need. Pills of the weed, you need a blessing, then sneeze. It's all for a fee.
Season 4 has been a whirlwind of spectacular events, man. We appreciate y'all for the support that y'all showed us with season 4, man. So we right back at it with the podcast, Heat Check Season 5 opener. My guest today to open up season 5, man, is a legend in the city of Chicago and absolutely around the world, man. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, if it was not for my next guest, some of you local artists, music wouldn't even see the light of day on syndicated radio. You know how I feel about it, you know what I'm saying? But he has been a staple in Chicago music and in the Chicago community and in the music culture alone for an extremely long time, man. And in our city, we don't give our legends, our greats enough flowers, man, especially those that we feel like are accessible to us, man. This is a man who doesn't come out often, but when you see him, you know you in for a great time, man. I remember back in the day, man, and I say back in the day, this is at least like 10, 11 years ago, when me and my guys had started doing music, man. And every now and then we would be a part of a showcase that my next guest would be hosting or whatever, and we always knew that, man, if we can get bro attention and get one of them interviews, our shit'll take off, man. If you don't know who I'm talking about right now, man, I am talking about the mayor of Chicago radio, man. Raw TV radio, Seandale.
I'm grateful to be here, man.
Bro, we appreciate you being here, man. Like I said, when we locked in with you at the promontory, man, the fact that when you told me, like we just talking about when you told me that you had been paying attention and you was seeing what was going on, immediately jumped. So you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, so you want to sit down, man, and the fact that you locked in, man, and you're here, man, we want to tell you thank you for what you done in the community, the city, as far as music go, as far as radio go, as far as the culture go, bro. You pushed so much talent across the board in the culture, and you so humble about it that nobody really, I don't think you get the recognition that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because when I say you're accessible, it's almost like you can pop out every now and then to an event and see you. You know what I'm saying to you? So I think that makes you so humble to the point where like you don't even realize how much of a legend in our world you are, man. So we want to let you know we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
For everything that you've done, everything that you're doing, and to start off season 5 with you is a joy and honor, man.
Yes, sir.
That damn Mike. So we appreciate you being here, man.
Yes, sir. No, I truly appreciate the love as well, and I'm very grateful. And I just, you know, for anybody to look at me in any light is, you know what I mean? It's a blessing because I don't look at myself like that, and I just, you know, I'm just grateful and humble.
So how do you stay so humble when you know you've pushed certain pieces across the board to be in positions that they are in right now?
I feel like God has for you what he has for you when he has it for you. So I just let God use me. And I love doing what I'm doing, very passionate about what I do. I love pouring into the city, love pouring into I don't know, just like a passion of mine. I've always put others first. I don't know why, but I've always done that. And and love doing what I do. And very, like I said, very passionate.
So when you first come on the scene,
Uh-huh.
we were talking earlier about you getting on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Fox TV. What was that like? How'd you land that position?
Man, my homie Shorty Capone.
Shout out Shorty Capone.
He called me out the blue. Cause like I'm 44 now. I'll be 45 December 9th, God willing, right?
For sure.
But I think it goes back to like when I was like a teenager and I met, these guys like Alizé KT, D-Lo, back when I was doing the Rapid situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was a part of this group, road management. There's a group called The Pat. Well, my brothers Lupe Fiasco, Navi, Butches.
Shout out Lupe.
And we were traveling the world doing shows. And he was just like, man, you funny. Like, cause I used to do stand-up comedy skits, all types of stuff.
Okay.
So I'll be doing like The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Bill Clinton, Louise Jefferson, just different kinds.
So you got impressions?
Yeah, I was doing like crazy impressions, and
You still got them right now? Who's your best?
I don't know. I just used to do them. I remember I had a record. It was on a radio. Shout out Trey the Chocolate Jock. And
I remember Trey the Chocolate Jock.
And it was a record. You know the record shot. I was getting some head.
Yeah.
I had the Bill Clinton version.
You had the impression?
I had a Bill Clinton version of I was getting some head. So it's like, I keep about 4 or 5 woofers in the truck and everywhere I'm going, rolling blunts. I love the stuff. Catch me on the bus with Trey Joe yelling church, and I'm never in hell, but I stayed with some skunk. I was like, hey, little boo, you're thinking of hips. My girl Hillary was out of town. Let's chill for a bit. So
Yeah.
I'm rapping this record, but I was more in depth rapping as Bill Clinton. People really thought it was Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
That's how good the impression was back then. I used to do this thing called Wheezy's Wednesdays, like Louise Jefferson.
I was just going to tell you, let me get that Wheezy about you. I want to hear Wheezy.
No, I would do like, on Wheezy's Wednesdays, it was me like, me naming like the ugliest dudes, but like I'm talking about them as if they're hot, like that I would smash.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh my God, I would love to bust down Craig Mack. Oh my God, like he would definitely get. Oh, George, shut up. You can't hang. Like, so I would do, I remember one we did, was Louise Jefferson, but I was trying to sleep with Flavor Flav.
How did that conversation go?
Like, man, you're crazy. Like, I'm doing Flav and I'm doing, so just like, I'm like, you got so much flavor, but you never put it in the right spot.
What does Flav say to that, though? What does Flav say?
Said, oh, boy, like, he be saying boy and all that.
This episode of Heat Check brought to you by the crisp, bubbling refreshment of Sprite. From the heart of Chicago to every play we break down, Sprite keeps the mic cool and the vibe fresh. Heat Check and Sprite, turn up the talk.
So it was just crazy, but doing these skits.
And this is while on tour with the Pack.
Yeah, because Naki, the beat man, was our DJ on tour.
Okay.
So that's how I really entered the radio world and getting to know these people was through Naki. And then I just started doing comedy skits on radio. Like, you remember the movie Friday when Terry Crews played Damon? Mm-hmm. And the crazy part is, like, we had a character called Lockdown. It was crazy. It was like, I don't know if they heard this. You just never know who's paying attention. Mm-hmm. We had a character called Lockdown who didn't realize he was, like, free from prison.
He's institutionalized. He was stuck mentally.
Nah, like, he didn't realize it. So he would be like I remember because we used to do Traffic on a morning show. I would do Traffic at, like, different voices.
This is on Part 92?
Yeah. So I've been doing Traffic like DMX, but DMX with Lockdown. So like, you on the Kennedy, it's gonna be like 30 sniff. So I'm saying like minutes, but I'm describing like something. I do Traffic is like DMX, but then Lockdown, which is like the character Terry Crews played, and Friday after next. So I'll be like, yo, on the Kennedy, Dan Ryan, yo, that's gonna be like 30 sniffs. He's like, no, it ain't. It's gonna be 30 dips. Like, cause he's from
Right,
prison.
right.
Like,
So he definitely embodied the Damon
Yes.
persona.
But before Damon exists,
Yeah.
we was doing this, and we was like, yo, did they like?
You think Cube owe you some cash?
Cuba doesn't owe anybody anything. We owe Cuba thank you for what he's contributing to the culture.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, great minds thinking like, but we were like, yo, he like, it was just too close. That character was too close to what we were doing on radio.
What you just described to me, man, I don't know if you've seen it yet. Netflix got a documentary about Eddie Murphy, man.
Yeah, I seen it.
And he's talking about all the different characters
Yeah.
that he played. So like sitting there talking to you and you going back to all the different personalities that you put inside one show to make the show entertaining, man. This brought me back to just to watching him as he talked about that, man. And for you,
But that's how I ended up getting on Fox. I have to cut you off.
No,
My man Shorty Capone like, yo, you funny, you need to be on TV. And I was like, all right. And we started doing Raw TV. But with Raw TV, we were doing it, and the way we were doing it, it was just me in the streets, kind of like that show Hits from the Streets, and I was just messing with people. And it would be like asking like an elderly white guy's favorite hip hop artist, but asking an old elderly black guy's favorite country singer. Like, you know, just being real creative and doing things. And then we just started interviewing all the biggest celebrities. And then the word just started spreading about the show. We were getting some of everybody on the show. It's crazy. I mean,
how was just going through that journey to that process, man? Like, how did that feel? Like,
best time of my life, priceless. I'm just grateful to even, because we were on there for years. Like, you know, like a season of television, we were on there for like 52 weeks, then another 52 weeks, then another 50, you know what I mean? Like, we had like, because of broker programming. So with broker programming, they're just paying for your airtime slot, you know what I mean? Or you could pay for it, I think, like quarterly or whatever it may be. So if it's like 60,000 for that quarter, for example, and then, you know, you control the airtime. So it's like,
no, I don't know any of this shit that you're saying.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, so-
that's why we're here to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to jump the gun, but like one of my biggest questions is like, how the fuck did you own your own radio channel? You know what I'm saying? Like your own radio show, you know what I'm saying? Like on your own.
Well, I got in radio because I won a contest from WGCI called Radio Idol. And it was like American Idol, but just the radio version.
Okay.
So it'd be like millions of people, right? And when I won this, the prize was to get to go on WGCI and do the radio show with like your favorite personality. So I picked Mike Love.
Yeah. Mike Love and the Diz.
So when I picked Mike Love and did the show, I killed it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't go to school for radio, but I used to mimic radio personalities because I knew how to do voices.
So it's just natural.
Yeah, it was natural. So like when they put me on the air, they was like, yo, and I'm on the air just like 107.5 WGCI, number one for hip hop and R&B. Hit us up on the line 3125. I'm on 107.5. We're giving away Pepsi Big Jam tickets for. So I'm going through the liners, the readers, whatever they got, and doing it. But I did realize too when I was doing it, I was like, I wasn't polished, but I was raw talent, but not polished talent. Polished talent mean you got to learn how to read the sponsors and pop the sponsors because that's the money, the revenue.
That's what's paying, yeah.
Airtime, ad space, and I never forget it. They asked me to read a sponsor, and I did it, but I didn't pop it like I should have.
Yeah.
And that's when they hit me. I said, yo, I'm not polished. And then I remember when I tried out for like BET New Face, and I saw Roxy, I said, yo, you're going to win this. She's like, why you say that? And I was like, you read sponsors all day.
So you told Roxy that she was going to win the New Face.
I was like, because when I kind of understood, you know, people be thinking they're the best or whatever they think, or their parents, you know, which is fine, right? But at the end of the day, that was about sponsors. It wasn't. It was like they're looking for a new face, which is cool. But if you couldn't read a sponsor,
sponsors, yeah.
it didn't really, you know what I mean, make sense. So when I was able to when I did the sponsor thing, and they was doing it on like one tape. So you couldn't read, and keep in mind with television, you're reading a sponsor, but off of a teleprompter.
Okay.
And if you're not doing it or catching up, they're like, next.
Yeah.
So when I saw Roxy, I was like, yo, you're going to win this. And she like, oh, you said, I said, you read sponsors. She was already polished.
Yeah.
I said, you read sponsors all day on radio, so this is going to be easy to you. You're just looking, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And look what she's propelled to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Good Morning America. Like, I'm just proud of her, man. That's, you know, I'm proud of.
That's what she did, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
very proud of her. I'm proud of everybody's growth. Like, you know, so.
Who else are some of the people that you had the pleasure of seeing grow to where they are now?
A lot of these
Can be in showbiz or whatever.
Because a lot of people, I'm seeing them before they were where they're at.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, from first person ever, like, play their music
Yeah.
to where they're touching like a mainstream platform. So I'm playing like, and I'm broken so many artists. Because
This is with the Raw TV radio, right?
Yeah, but that's what the whole, when we did Raw Radio, it was like, yo, what even made me want to do radio too was when I was on tour and I was listening to different cities. I'm like, damn, they playing nothing but, you know, their hometown.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should do radio. And I remember I called Manny Mo. He's like, man, talk to Trey the Chocolate Drop. He's like, all right. And I talked to Trey. I talked to Barbara McDowell. But then I did enter that GCI thing because Tifa gave me a look 2 years ago. She still let me intern for at WGCI. Shout out to her and Leroy Johnson. Leroy Johnson.
For sure, Leroy.
Oh, yeah. So.
Yeah. Tifa, the infamous syndicate.
Yes.
Shauna.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. We're closed. It's all good. We love you. What, Chubby's Hot Chicken, by the way, my restaurant. 7441 Madison, downtown, Forest Park, Illinois. But yeah, TV used to let me intern for, and man, so I got to see a lot, learn a lot. You know what I mean? And when I won a GCI thing, went on GCI, killed it. That's when I got the call from Trey and was like, dude, I'm getting the morning show in 8 months. You hired. He's like, nobody knows you're hired. I'm like, word? He's like, yeah. So to start my radio show, my radio career off in morning radio was priceless. Because it's like everybody builds up to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already like lucky.
Starting at the
Yeah. And so they had a show on Power 92 called the Chicago Powwow. It was like nothing but Chicago music.
Yeah, I remember that.
They made me like the program director over that. Right? So when that was discontinued, we refilled that slot with Raw Radio and just kept the same format. Like, yeah, we'll just keep playing all Chicago music. That way we can touch as many lives as possible, be a blessing. And it was just, and they were like, yo, this makes sense, this partnership, because you're already known as Seandale from Power 92. Because at this point, I didn't work for Power anymore.
Okay.
I'm free agent, so.
So you just use their space and run your own show? Like, how do you?
You pay for the airtime. So you pay for the airtime. You could, same thing like television, you control your ad space and all of that.
So do they? I'm still lost.
No,
because literally on Sunday, the radio is yours.
Yes.
On Sunday, when you at a certain time when you turn the power.
It started off with 1 hour.
Okay.
Then we bought a second hour. Then we bought a third hour. Then we bought a fourth hour. So that's kind of how it went.
So when you doing these local artists now this is where I wanna, I got to dig into this right quick. When you doing these local artists, Seandale, and I want you to be as transparent as possible, man. It got to be some motherfuckers on it that you like, Lord have mercy.
Not really, because with music, you just never know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what you like, though. You know.
It doesn't matter what we like. Like, we're one person with one opinion.
Right.
So you never know what the masses is going to like.
True.
Like, Young Thug had a record called I'm a Stoner, right? I was like, what is this? And it blew. You know what I mean? So it's certain records that you may not think is that record, but it could be that record. And so I never look at the whirlwind today musically, right? Like, me, I love lyrical music. I love all types of different genre of music, but more so lyrical music. So when you hear the type of, I'll give you an example. There's certain artists right now. You remember the movie Malibu's Most Wanted?
Yeah.
It's like that's what we're living in with today's music.
Absolutely.
It's like it came to life. Yeah. So some of these artists, what up, Stoney? Some of these artists, and you'll be like, but people may like it.
Right. It's an audience for everything.
Yeah, so it's like, I never judge anything because you just never know what's going to be that.
So, but do you have the liberty to, I mean, like, without so much necessarily saying judgmental though, like being in that space, like, you don't have to like everything though, Seandale, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you had to come across some shit that, you know what I'm saying, like, whether it was an audience for it or not, like.
I'm very blunt and honest. Like, if something sucks, I'll be like, this record sucks.
Yeah.
Like the production, the quality of the record, you know.
So do you give the artist that feedback to grow? Yeah, right.
But one thing I do is I put people with people.
Yeah.
So if I hear a record, I'll be like, you need to probably go sit down with like a John Blue who understands the concept of a real record and knows how to make a record from start to finish with a concept and this and that. Or you need to go sit down with a Soundmaster T. Or you know, like, or XL.
Connect dots.
Yeah, so like, I'm like, I think this person could probably, you know what I mean? Or like a Mush Millions, like, you need to go sit down with a Mush.
Shout out Mush.
So it's like, but I've never been judgmental of anybody's record because you just never know. You know what I mean? Who has that type of, everybody has their own style. So, but it do be funny sometimes. I interview a cat and be like, what do you plan to bring different to the game? And I'll go like, I'm planning to bring this different. And then you'll play the record and it sounds
exactly like
just like Lil Reese or something. You're like, you sound just like Lil Reese. Like, you know what I mean? And they like, no.
No originality.
I'm like, so
music,
that's a new
music is mass manufactured now, right? Is it fair to say that? Like,
but I just think people do what they do, and then you can't help who sounds like what, you know what I mean? It's so, but
you don't think so if an artist comes out and they have a hit record, you don't think the other record companies or other artists scramble to create a record that sounds like that because the people are gravitating towards that type of sound, and then you end up with 10 songs on the radio, back to back to back to back to back to back. The songs change, but the dance or the movement ain't got to change because they all sound the same.
I honestly don't know because I'm nowhere checking. Like, I'm nowhere checking because I'm so into my own world and bubble. I'm nowhere paying attention to who's doing what on what musically. You know, when a record comes to me and I hear it, I'll be like, cool, dope. You know, and I give a person that look and that shine. And because with Raw Radio, our goal was to touch as many lives as possible, be a blessing to many people as possible, because I know what it's like to want to be heard, especially to be heard in Chicago. And this is the third largest market, millions of listeners, hardest market and will even get your music played in. So we made it easy now. We changed the narrative. I went from trying to get on the radio to becoming a radio.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I used to be like, how can I get on the radio? How can I get on the radio? Now it's like, I love it, but it's just, honestly, it's just a real nigga got in position who understands, like, because if you think about it, right, back then, you couldn't call a radio personality. It didn't exist. You couldn't call, especially with now by us having Facebook or whatever, like the video chat calls somebody, it didn't exist. You would meet a radio personality and get a card, and it might have a fax number or something. But you weren't able in life that I know of, able to call a radio personality and be heard within that same week on mainstream radio. So you're welcome. There's that.
I started the show by saying, if it wasn't for this man right here, half y'all should have never seen the light of day on syndicated radio. like I started the show by saying that, like he absolutely, you have absolutely given a voice to Chicago artists, man.
Not only that, but it cost us to do it. Like Raw Radio is a broker paid program. I don't work for Power 92. So the airtime costs us to do it. So it costs me to pour into a city.
So how do you, so does it cost to get an interview or
no?
The
So
music
like,
play? How does that work?
with the music, we support the music.
Okay.
So like with an artist, I know not to anybody that does what they do, how they do it, but I get why they do it. But with an artist, I'm just speaking from me.
Yeah.
It was like, because I used to be that artist. So I know what it feels like to be turned down or can't be heard or whatever. So when an artist would be like, man, what could I do to get my song played? I'll be like, just send it in clean. And if it's clean, it can't have any profanity and the use of the N-word. It has to be MP3 radio quality. We send it in because it is a broker paid program. And it's like with the FCC stuff. So we send it, we make sure that record is clean. If your record is clean, it'll play within that next week or two.
Yeah.
And I'm not out here asking artists for anything to play their music. I just ask for a salute or share it. You know, if I'm doing an event, support what we do, because this is how we keep alive the platform.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing an event, it's because I'm doing that event to keep alive a platform for people to breathe on mainstream radio. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So and you know, of course, the artist be like, man, what could I give you to? I'm like, I'm good. Just send your music in. So, because again, I used to be them, so I know what it feels like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love doing what we do to be a blessing, because we just passionate about touching as many lives as possible. And that's why I love the partnership that I do have with the station, because they didn't have to allow it. By them allowing it, like we started something. Like now WGCI plays local music. You know what I mean? I remember Timbuktu, God rest his soul, he was like, man, because of what you're doing, they're now finna give me a show to play local music. I'm like, word?
See that right there?
I'm like, are you serious? What is that? Oh, Timbuktu, nice. And I was like,
a piece, Timbuktu.
I was like, are you serious? He's like, yo, I'm dead serious. Like, bro, you are the GOAT. Like, I remember he was giving my flowers, and I was extremely happy for him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't realize it, bro. Like, you are an extraordinary part of a lot of people's lives in the city that you just do seamlessly.
Yeah, it's just,
you know what I'm saying? But it ends up being a tremendous factor on their journey.
I love doing what I do. I love, you know, it has been times I'll be like, damn, should I keep going? Because you know what I mean? Like, when you're doing your own situation, like, I understand, like, Don Cornelius from Soul Train, like, because it cost Don Cornelius to do what he was doing with Soul Train, but he was giving artists a look on a mainstream platform, but it was costing him so much money. But with Raw Radio building, you know, with sponsors or whatever, now they come. So it's like a revolving door now. So I'm not nowhere chasing it. It just comes now because it has built, which is a blessing. So now I can have a sponsor cover the cost to help an artist. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want an interview or you want this? Great. You're good. It's going to be sponsored by Chicago From Chicken and Waffles. It may be sponsored by Sandwich Queen. Or it may be sponsored by Chubby's Hot Chicken, whoever it may be. You know what I mean?
What's the best way for? So when you, I want to use the word chasing. When you're chasing sponsorships, man, like.
No, chasing me. Literally putting boots to the ground and going out and getting it. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was in that mode to where I would get up and go out and really get it. And I had to do what I had to do, you know what I mean, to cover the airtime. And shout out Duron, man. That dude is amazing.
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
He got the key. He's supposed to be here.
That's right. But I used to get up, go out, and literally sell businesses and lock them in, things of that sort. And shout out Duron, man. Love you, brother. You got like for sure. And that's how I was like keeping the airtime going, because I'm literally selling businesses, and and then what happened?
She's selling ads.
Yeah, absolutely. And the key was like, I understood, like when I first did Raw Radio, we put in a call, because I remember when Power Night 2 was like, they had to lay me off, and I was like, all right. And I was like, damn, what I'm gonna do? So
when was that?
I was gonna,
like when did? What year was that?
It was a minute. Like
I'm gonna say like I
was
don't.
on Power Night 2 for like 5 years. I worked home, so that when they put me in the office, you just didn't know, because it kept going. So when they laid me off, which I understand, again, shout out Shorty Capone. He was like, man, we a buy show. And I was like, we could do that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, man, call up there, see. So they didn't know what we were on. So we called up there and was like, yo, what does a 30-second commercial cost? What does a 60-second commercial cost? What does a live interview cost?
Yeah.
What does a live broadcast cost? So now I'm educated on media marketing, and I'm like, all right. So now by me knowing the value of what I'm selling, I pre-sold my whole year for like in advance.
It was paid for.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like, I was always ahead, because I understood the value of what I'm selling, and that's how I stayed ahead.
Damn, a year in advance, the whole year.
Yes.
So
I sold the whole year.
This episode of Heat Check brought to you by the crisp, cool taste of Sprite. The bubbles, the zing, the instant It's Chicago energy in a bottle. Every shot, every laugh, every take. Sprite keeps us refreshed and ready.
I pre-sold a whole year, locked in the year, facilitated everything I needed to facilitate with those particular clients. It was just priceless. And that was over 20 years ago. So, you know what I mean? So,
you, man. Like, well, that's a big up, dog. That's a big up.
So just using your brain and like, yo, because when they laid me out, I was like, damn, I was going to get a job. I was going to try to become like a police officer or a firefighter.
Doing 12?
Yeah, but I was just thinking of a job with benefits. Yeah. That's how
a career. Shit, whatever going to pay for me and my family to live and health and shit, I'm going to do it.
So that's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, I got a daughter. I'm like, you thinking like your future. I'm like, yo, I need a job with benefits. So I was thinking, I know I could become a police officer, or if I could become a firefighter. And so when we did Raw Radio, of course, I've been, it's just
look back since.
Yes, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
The journey has been amazing. The ride has been amazing. The partnership with the station has been amazing. It's been priceless, because we helped so many artists.
Yeah, you have.
And you think about, shout out DJ Nathan, Ferris, Mayha, everybody over there. When you think about what we're doing for these artists and how it propels and changes your life, everybody ain't gonna make it, but some people that do it, hit that home run, man, it's life changing. Like, I think about people like Ben One, right?
Mm-hmm. Shout out Ben One.
Shout out Ben One. Ben One had a record called Never Leave My Girl, and that particular record got him a deal, which, he's in rotation. He gets a deal, but think about how much show money he made. You see what I'm saying? How you're changing. So now you got Ben One. Now Ben One has a team. Now he has a team you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I think about people like,
lanes,
like people
eat off of
ugly.
Yeah.
I think about people
provide
like
for
what I'm saying?
people, yeah.
For birthday sex, we broke so many.
Jeremiah, yeah, that was dope.
Jeremiah, the Chief Keys, the King Louis, Lil Durk. Like, I didn't even know who Chief Keef and Lil Durk was. So my homie Focus to connect told me, like, yo, it's these kids.
We have Focus on here. Shout out Focus. Shout out my boy Focus.
And Focus was on Raw Radio with us, one of our co-hosts. Super good dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, it was super, because I'm nowhere, my mind is always on something bigger.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Because they had those guys out there at the Winter Wednesdays at Adriana's.
Yeah. They did that years ago.
Yeah. So
but
they
my
had
mindset is on, like, how could I book Eminem at Lucas Stadium or Soldier Field? That's the type of mindset that I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking just, man, how could I do this? How could I pull this off? How could I pull this off? And Focus was like, man, this guy named Chief Keef. I'm like, all right. And we, he couldn't come in because he was on house arrest.
Mm-hmm.
So we did like an interview with him, and World Premiered his record. Same thing with this kid Lil Durk. There's so many artists who we're talking at Daybreak that we've helped and just poured into.
Sweat me.
Just
Well,
touch,
I don't
you
want
know,
to cut
be
you
a
off,
blessing.
but while we right there, let me ask you something. With those, so with it's key that you just named some of the names that you just named, because that's what kind of where I'm going into next. With the emergence of drill music and the drill culture, do you feel like drill music and the drill culture perpetuate helps to perpetuate more Chicago street gang violence?
You said, does it help perpetuate street gang? I think.
So like
Just
when
what I think.
when drill came along, when the drill culture came in, do you feel like the streets, period, as far as the culture of the streets, like period, kind of shifted for the worse?
I mean, it definitely shifted, but I feel like I grew up off of NWA, right?
Yeah.
And NWA was, I mean, you know what I mean? NWA. But it didn't make me want to personally go do anything stupid. You know what I mean? So I think when someone wakes up, brushes their teeth, put on their clothes, and decide to do something dumb, I don't, if a record made you do that, like, that's crazy.
So you don't think music has any influence on black culture at all?
No, I think, yes, I think it has influence, but I'm saying.
You don't think it has
think if a
a
person
strong enough
wakes up-
influence to kind of persuade free will, so to speak?
What I'm saying is, if a person decides to do something dumb, that's what they wanted to do. You give it, like, meaning if you woke up today, if somebody woke up today to go rob a bank, it ain't because they listened to a record. It was like already in their head to go rob this bank. If a person has a plan to do, I grew up listening to like KRS-One. If you listen to KRS-One, he was rapping street music. If you listen to NWA, Eazy-E, they were rapping super street music. I mean, they were banned and on all type of levels. But I never personally was like, let it influence me to where I wanted to go do something outside of my body because I saw this in a music video.
It didn't influence you,
Yeah.
but influenced a lot of other people to begin
I'm not
wearing
saying it
Jerry
didn't.
curls.
Yeah, I'm not saying it
start
didn't.
carrying Uzis.
Yeah, I'm not saying it
start
didn't.
selling crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't influence you. So like I'm saying, like, I'm not really asking like if you feel like I get what you're saying. If you're mentally
like
that, you know what I'm saying?
I think if you on BS, it was just on BS. But do I think hip hop influenced different things? Absolutely. Like you said, Bone Thugs and Harmony made people want to grow braids.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So
It was
Chief
Snoop.
Keef.
It was Snoop and Gin and Juice for me, but yeah.
yeah,
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And then like Chief Keef, people start growing dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though dreads existed back then with those effects, but
And it's in the South. It's their culture. Period.
so, but like a lot of different people made certain stuff popular. So absolutely, I'm agreeing with you with that. I'm not saying that it didn't. Yeah, I'm agreeing with what you said.
You felt
I'm
the
just
music?
saying, but people that I don't know. It's just crazy to me that someone would let a record influence them to do something crazy.
Okay, so in the same sense, do you could the music be responsible for the opioid epidemic that the generation is in a crisis of right now? The music, the influence.
I honestly don't know. And again, it tips back to what I'm saying when I tell you, like, I'm in my own bubble, so I don't really. I remember, shout out, what was it, Focus to Connect? Yeah, it was Focus to Connect. We was at this interview, and I remember it was this artist, and he was like, man, y'all, it was something about drill music. Folks like, hey, let me stop you there. Like, Seandale don't even know, like,
Yeah, shit you
what's,
talking about.
yeah, he like, bro, Seandale is like a real businessman. His mind is on like making moves. His mind, he was like, he show love and just keeps it moving. He's nowhere I don't know who's doing what because I'm nowhere checking. Like,
Uh-huh.
how can I put this? I remember when somebody, it was like some record, some DJs played, and it had a reference in that record about something, but it was like, we didn't know it was like street stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody came to me like, yo, tell them to stop playing the records. And I was like, yo, thank you for letting us know, because we didn't know.
That's what I was going to
You know
ask
what I
you.
mean?
So that's
So-
that's exact my next question. It's so because you're a lyricist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your show you can't use profanity or the word nigga. What if I creatively
Mm-hmm.
came up with a way to diss a motherfucker in my shit without cursing? You know what I'm saying? Was your show
No, it's
play?
nothing to do with it wasn't
I'm
a
asking.
diss.
I'm asking. Would you play it though?
Probably
Would it
not,
get
'cause
played?
if I knew it was a diss record, I probably would, because I don't really encourage or indulge in negativity, because I'm such a positive person. Like that, just somebody just reached out to me about they have a diss record, and I said, yo, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like, you got something else, you know what I mean? I'm not getting. I'm like, I don't.
That was leading to me asking you, how do you feel about this and the dead?
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's. I don't know, I just got a brain. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I've always had sense, so I would never encourage anybody. I think about like the stuff that I watched growing up with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. went through,
Mm-hmm.
and how just to see now how free we are, right? To be able to do certain things that we could never do before Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were doing the things that he was doing to fight for us, to be able to elevate to where we're at now. Like, you know, you got a Michael Jordan, you got a LeBron James, my mindset is just different. So I hate negativity. I hate seeing people beef. I hate people seeing, I just hate it. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It disgusts me when I see people getting into it for like nothing. And you know what I mean? And I'm like,
I'm
I
asking.
always tell people, like, when, for example, somebody will be like, yo, this person said this about you. Like, who cares? Like, the Bears just lost. You know, like,
Right.
it's more important things in life going on. The Cubs didn't win a World Series.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, yo, so I never let anything bother me. Anybody get to me. I never let anything, like, throw me off my square. Like, it's not that deep to me.
This episode of Heat Check brought to you by the crisp, bubbling refreshment of Sprite. From the heart of Chicago to every play we break down, Sprite keeps the mic cool and the vibe fresh. Heat Check and Sprite, turn up the talk.
I'm never.
Well, I ask these questions, man, because I'm big on accountability when it comes to this shit, man. And
You say you're what?
big on accountability
Mhm.
when it comes to this shit. So I've had Mikey Dollars, I've had King Louie on the show, I've had N-Dog, I've had a lot of influential people, and I all ask them the same thing that I just asked you inside the culture, because I do feel like music carries spirits. You know what I'm
Right.
saying to you? I do understand it's called radio programming for a reason, beyond what most motherfuckers understand. You know what I'm saying? So this is what made me kind of fall back from rapping and start sitting in front of the mic. You know what I'm saying? Once I began to, I don't want to call it conscious, but once I began to be knowledgeable of
Be more educated about certain things.
absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Then I had a choice to make. You know what I'm saying? So when I asked these people, like I asked Lou that same question, and he said it's not drill music, it was social media that turned the streets up like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point in time, you had to go through so many channels. If you did make a diss record or diss a motherfucker, you had to go through so many channels before that shit even get heard or get around or whatever. Now you can go do that shit, upload it to social media, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then you directly naming certain people type of situation. So my whole thing just be like, in order to change the narrative on the streets, period, bro, with the culture, like we got to change the music. The music has always been the soundtrack to our lives. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, the music has always shaped and shaped our black culture. The 70s had the froze and the butterfly combs and the pimp and hoe era, whatever. The 80s came in with the NWA and the crack cocaine era or whatever. And the 90s came in with the, you know what I'm saying, the hustler music and shit like that, the drug dealer music or whatever. So music has always shaped and shifted our culture and influenced us from what we say, what we drink, how we dress, what we think is cool, what we deem is not cool, all the way down to drill music right now, being the reason why I saw he's walking around in 90-degree weather with ski mask on and full hoodie up, you know what I'm saying, because it's the uniform. Why now the word op is the biggest, most overly used word in our culture. Why now our youngins have a fucking heroin addiction, basically. You know what I'm saying? You 17, 18, 19, all the way up to like 24, 25 with a opioid addiction to the Percocets and shit like that. And then you attribute that to, we'll say, a Future dropping a song that repetitively just Percocet, Molly Percocet, Percocet, Percocet. And we know repetition is the father of learning. The more, you know, if you watch Sesame Street, you'll see the letter and the number of the day 100 motherfucking times within a 2-hour span. And by the time that program go off, your child know the letter A, what it look like, how to draw it, the number, and all that, because it's been said so many times. That same process is used in music programming with a bigger cause, which our mind don't grasp. Now our shorties are addicted to Percocets and it's the cool thing. They got opiate, it's heroin. You fucking 21 with a fucking dope addiction. And now, and to bring it even more home closely, man, we just, my cousin is in USC right now. Somebody gave him, you know, got a hold to, you know what I'm saying, something that wasn't what it was supposed to be. And that Fetty out here now. Now he's 24. He just had a stroke and he's brain bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things, I believe, are never coincidental. It's curated. I just did YP, and I was sitting down talking to him about Leo Cohen's statement that he had made when he was on the Breakfast Club, saying, you know what I'm saying, like, he got a family to feed off of, you know what I'm saying, like he said something like you said, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not telling you to go out there and kill a motherfucker, but if you do, like, shit, I'm here to get money. I get some money off you. I got a family to feed type of thing. So when I ask all these questions, man, it's mainly because I really believe that the change starts with the music, man. You know what I'm saying? If we can change the music, change the narrative of the music, should have slowly, you know what I'm saying, begin to drift. R&B don't even have love in it no more, Seandale. It's all about fucking and disaster. Sliding down the wall or fucking me through the mattress, you know what I'm saying? We come from an era where it was cool to love your old lady out loud.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people do love Raw Radio, because we play a lot of throwbacks.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's kind of like what I'm like more so known for is the throwbacks. And I get what you're saying, but I play like so diverse on music. I don't know if you're familiar with gemstones, but like I go crazy with like gemstones, and I encourage a lot of people.
That's the guy.
Yeah, I encourage a lot of people to listen to his music because it's so encouraging. You know what I mean? So
he ran with Lupe, didn't he?
Yes. But
my boy Arrow put me on the both of them. By the way, God. shout out my boy Arrow.
Yeah, that dude. Man, if you listen to gemstones, though, like he literally just moves me. He's one of my favorite. Like he's in my top 5.
Yeah.
The dude is in my top 5. Like
lyrically, he's a monster, bro.
No.
That whole little group that you ran with earlier, lyrically, are fucking monsters, bro.
Problem, but
yeah.
So I just, you know, I'm sorry. First, I'm sorry to hear that about your relative.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's super terrible.
That just strictly coincidental.
Yeah,
that just happened. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing with me. Yeah. Growing up, I just navigated life differently. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've never done anything. I stay away from stuff. And just watching other stuff mess up other people, and I was like, yo, like, damn, I did that to him. So, like, you know, I just always.
How many youth do you feel like have that strong mind? That's not how many of the youth, even from your time to this time, do you think have the that isn't as impressionable as, you know what I'm saying, you may be. So you may be 1 in 100. So that means 99 other were impressionable by the, you know.
I think it's just in you to want it. You know what I mean? So I knew to graduate from high school. I knew to stay away from drugs. I knew to stay away from. I just always been a positive person in general.
What high school did you attend?
Oh, high school. I went to Collins High School on the west side. And then I went to Sullivan House out south. So I graduated from there.
Okay.
That was, and then I was about to go to college for criminal justice, but then I ended up getting a record deal. So it was crazy. It's crazy.
So you got the Raw TV radio thing going on, and now we are sitting here in this wonderful establishment.
Yes, sir.
Out here in Park Forest. Forest Park. Chubby's Hot Chicken.
Yes.
How do you go from TV to radio to now adding restaurant owner inside your resume? How this is so fucking left field from what you've been doing. How do you get into the restaurant business from radio?
I always wanted to do a restaurant. God rest my mom's soul, Seandale Hunley. Years ago, because she used to always make like great soul food. So we like, yo, we should do a restaurant. And a real good friend of mine had this restaurant. And he wanted to move and do some stuff with his kid in a different state. He like, yo, I don't know if you heard of the group doing it with the Watch My Feet. So my brother Upmost from the group doing it with the hit record Watch My Feet, this was his baby. He created this. This whole thing is his creation.
Okay.
And he left it. He was like, man, by him finna propel and do what he's doing with his kid in a different state, he was like, man, I want to leave this to somebody I could trust and this and that. And so that's kind of how it happened. And I was like, well, the location is prime. So I love the location. I feel like if you're going to do a restaurant, you want a dope location. And so that was kind of how it happened. And kept the same staff, which is a phenomenal staff. D, Durong, man, I got Jay, Elizabeth, Ed, and I even want to thank Utmost because he's helped me with so much and given me so much guidance that he didn't even have to do. You know what I mean? When someone turns over business, they don't have to educate you on anything. So I'm extremely grateful to him for even, just want to see it still flourish and be successful because I've never cooked anything in my life. I don't even know how to cook. So that's why, I got my...
It's crazy, huh? Restaurateur. I can't even cook, huh?
I can't even cook. I do Roman noodles, a hot dog, a bologna sandwich, bowl of cereal. But I think because of the life I was living and always traveling, and I never really sat still and learned how to cook.
Never had to, kid.
Yeah, I never had to. And,
so when you come into Chubby's, though...
Yes.
It has, first of all, a very nostalgic feel from the wood ceilings, the wood ceiling fan, the artwork on the wall. It has a very nostalgic feel. Hot chicken, is that the specialty? Like, what's the gimmick with Chubby's hot chicken? What is it?
It's the chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
Man. I kind of wish we was open, y'all.
I kind of wish you was too.
Yeah, so
now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When we set the date, and he said let's do it the rest, because I tell my people, I say, man, we can do it wherever you want to do it at. You can do it at the restaurant if you want to do it wherever you're comfortable at. I say, man, I hope you do it at the restaurant. We can get a chance to taste some of that shit or whatever. And they call me back. They say he said the restaurant. I say, bet. Now all of us are preparing to come eat some fucking Chubby's hot chicken.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we literally didn't eat, but we came like, nah, I'm cool. We go eat some of this chicken or whatever. Then we get here, and we look through here, look clean through this bitch like that. Ain't no cook back there. We like, fuck. But we were anticipating, man.
No, you're more welcome to come back when y'all want to. I got y'all. Y'all gonna enjoy it. I promise you. The fish head is incredible.
The who?
The fish head.
What sells the most?
Everything.
Everything.
Because it's such a diverse.
Yeah.
Some people come in like, yo, let me get 2 freaking chickens, 1 frog, 1 leghorn. 2 Charles burgers and 3 tacos.
You got a Foghorn Leghorn?
Yeah, that's like the hot sandwich, chicken sandwich.
Okay. Is that the hottest?
Yes.
Or do you have levels of heat?
Yes, levels of heat.
Okay.
So you pick the level you want. So it's crazy.
Foghorn is the top? Is the hottest?
Yes.
It's giving ulcer?
It's crazy. Like
It's giving ulcer?
I've never had the hot because I don't eat hot food, but I remember my barber was like, "Yo, man."
So what do you come when you eat here? What is your favorite dish to eat?
The chicken sandwich, the freaking chicken, the plain one. I eat that.
So what you put on it? What you have on it?
Because before I owned it, I found myself coming here maybe 2 to 3 times out of a week just to eat that sandwich. It's that.
Damn, is that good, huh?
Yeah.
It's fucking the Popeyes joint up, huh?
I mean, humbly speaking, people that, because I don't want to sound like, because I'm saying.
I wasn't ever a fan of the Popeyes chicken sandwich, by the way. I wasn't ever a big fan.
People that eats the food is like, yo, this is the best I've ever had. Like, the feedback organically has been phenomenal.
What's the secret? Do you all have a particular season that you guys use?
Like I said, my guy Utmost, it was his creation.
Okay.
He's a beast at what he does, and we're just trying to carry the legacy the best way we can.
Who's chubby?
We can. Who's chubby? I
Who's
have
chubby?
no idea.
You
I know I'm chubby. Of course, I'm somewhat chubby. I keep losing weight and gaining it, so I got like a Luther Vandross thing going. But man, it was just a dope name. So
where is Chubby's Hot Chicken located? Look, they steady trying to come in and eat. Look, we've been sitting here all of an hour, man, and because there's people in here, we had to lock the fucking door because they're steady trying to come in here thinking that we open, trying to buy chicken, man. Where are we located? Where are we at?
7441 Madison, downtown Forest Park. It's right after Madison and Harlem. So we're like west right after that. Love the location. It's super diverse over here, and it's super incredible ambiance, atmosphere.
Yeah. It's peaceful. It's nice.
Extremely peaceful.
It has an old town type of feel to it, man.
I'm gonna tell you, this is what I knew I was in the right area, right? I dropped my wallet, and the wallet was like loaded with cash, right? And like, whoever found the wallet, these 2 Caucasian sisters found the wallet, and they were like, because they looked through the wallet, so they saw my ID, like, oh my God, it's you, we've been looking for you. They like had everything neatly folded. I was like, yo, this is crap. I'm like, I just like, yo, come in, get a bill.
Yeah.
Of course, I gave them like reward money. They're like, no, we don't even want it. And I was just like,
ain't that's it feel good, man. It's so odd, like damn, if
where am I?
You couldn't drop your shit like that out south.
Nah.
Hell no. It's over with. Smoke.
Yeah, smoke.
They ain't even putting your ID in the mailbox for you no more.
Nah.
Your shit smoke.
And I was just like so blown away. I was like, yo, I was grateful. Because people, I was like, and they were like, yeah, we're like a little bit down further from you. And I said, well, y'all next 4 meals on me, 5 meals, whatever y'all.
Bet.
Like, no, you don't have to do that. We love supporting. I was like,
well, it's that kind of heart, man. I'm glad that you're in that place because it's that kind of heart that you have that made us enthusiastic about coming and sitting down and talking to you.
Absolutely.
To give you your flowers, man.
Like I said, I want to give y'all flowers. I've been seeing what y'all been doing, the consistency, the hard work and dedication, sweat equity, and to see you propel to what you're doing now. Because, before that, I used to see you doing security and different things.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just like, at first when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Say that him? Yeah.
This security dude. Like,
I'm
like, is it? First I'm like, is this him?
Yeah.
I'm like, God, wait a minute. Is this? And I'm like, this is him. And I'm saying it to myself, like, yo, this is how I'm looking at this. I was like, this him. It's like discovery. So I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, he's doing all this is dope. So yeah, when you asked, I had to do it. And I'm grateful to be here. Man,
I appreciate it, bro. Not even just for doing this, man. For the way you have, like I say, I've been admiring what you do since I was rapping before the security shit, man. So to even get to be able to to sit down with you and say thank you for what you've done for the culture, for the city, what you continue to do for music artists across the world, man, pushing them and catapulting them into rooms that realistically, Seandale, without you, they probably wouldn't even be in, bro. And the way you do that so gracefully, man, you deserve all the applause, all the congratulations in the world, man. We appreciate you, bro. Keep going strong.
Yes, sir.
We gonna come get some of this hot chicken.
Yes.
Y'all tune in to Power 92 on Sundays from 6 to 10. Raw TV Radio with my boy Seandale. Come to, was it Forest Park?
Yes.
Come to Chubby's Hot Chicken.
Chubby's.
Grab that chicken sandwich, the foghorn leghorn. And this has been season 5,
Yes.
episode 1 of the podcast Heat Check, where we sitting down talking to the legends, man. Black business owners. This is a black-owned business in the city of Chicago, man. Y'all come support, and we out.
Man, love you, brother. Appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you,
Salute,
Perry.
salute, y'all.
Thank you.
I'm throwing that money, she bouncing that ass. I like when it's going like that. Heard them little nigga was plotting to rob me, just know it ain't going like that. I draw off the lot, got them calling my phone, like why you do foreign like that? Your shorty just offered me pussy for money, I ain't know she was horn like that. I had that white in the heart of the summer, you ain't know it was snowing like that. My shorty be having them glizzies and switches, you ain't know we was blowing like that. I blew it.